I stand in front of my bedroom mirror, staring at Marcus's grandmother's engagement ring on my finger. The diamond catches the morning light, but I feel nothing. Just empty. White boxes surround me, my wedding dress, bridesmaid gifts, place cards with our names. Sophia and Marcus. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to walk down the aisle and become Mrs. Rivera. The thought makes my chest tight. My phone buzzes. Jessica. Girl, you ready for tonight? Her voice is bright through the speaker. Yeah, I guess, I say, forcing enthusiasm I don't feel. You guess? It's your bachelorette party. Last night of freedom. I laugh, but it sounds hollow. Marcus and I have been together 10 years. I haven't been free since I was 18. There's a pause. Sophia, are you okay? I'm fine, just wedding jitters. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Wear something hot. After she hangs up, I sit on my bed, surrounded by all these carefully planned details. Marcus is perfect, a pediatric surgeon, kind, stable, everything my parents wanted for me. But when did I stop wanting things for myself? The doorbell rings. Jessica bursts in wearing a sparkly dress and holding a sash that says bride-to-be. Come on, we're going to make tonight unforgettable, she says, grinning. I look at her, my wild, spontaneous best friend, who never let anyone tell her how to live. Jess, can I ask you something? Anything. How do you know if you're marrying someone because you love them or because it's just what you're supposed to do? Her smile fades. Sophia, are you having second thoughts? No. Maybe. I don't know. I touch the ring again. I just feel like I've been sleepwalking through my own life. Jessica sits beside me and takes my hand. Then tonight, wake up, let loose. Remember who you were before you became Marcus's fiancé. I nod, not knowing that her words would become a prophecy I'd spend months trying to escape. Voltage nightclub pulses with music so loud I feel it in my bones. My sister Emma, cousin Riley, and friends Natasha and Priya are already dancing, their bride tribe sashes glittering under the strobe lights. Shots! Riley screams, handing me something pink and strong. I down it, then another. The alcohol burns away my numbness, replacing it with something electric. For the first time in months, I feel alive. That's when I see him. He's leaning against the bar, all dark eyes and dangerous energy. Tattoos snake up his neck and arms. He's nothing like Marcus, nothing like anyone I've ever been attracted to. He looks at me like he can see through every pretense I've built around myself. He walks over, confident and unhurried. You celebrating something? My heart pounds. Getting married. Tomorrow, actually. I expect him to back off. Instead, he leans closer, and I smell cologne mixed with something darker. Then tonight's your last chance to remember what it feels like to be wanted, not needed. I should walk away. I should find my friends and go home. Instead, I hear myself say, buy me a drink? His smile is predatory. I'm Dante. Sophia. We talk for an hour, and it feels like falling. He asks about my dreams, not my wedding plans. When I tell him I wanted to travel, to start my own business, he doesn't say, that's nice, like Marcus always does. He says, so why haven't you? Life, I guess. Responsibilities. Life is short, Sophia. Responsibilities are just excuses we tell ourselves when we're too scared to live. The music shifts to something slow and sensual. Dante pulls me onto the dance floor. His hands are on my waist, his body close to mine. I know I should stop this, but I don't want to. For 1 hour, I'm not the good daughter, the perfect fiancé, the responsible one. I'm just a woman dancing with a man who makes her feel dangerous. When the song ends, he leans in. Give me your number. I hesitate, then recite fake digits. He smirks like he knows I'm lying. See you soon, Sophia, he whispers in my ear. The way he says my name sends ice down my spine. Jessica appears, drunk and laughing. Who was that? Nobody, I say quickly. Just some guy. But as we leave, I glance back. Dante is watching me with those dark, knowing eyes, and I realize with cold certainty that this isn't over. My phone buzzes, dragging me from sleep. My head throbs too much tequila. The wedding dress hangs on my closet door like an accusation. I check my phone. Unknown number. You looked beautiful last night. Too bad you're wasting yourself on someone who doesn't appreciate you. My stomach drops. How does Dante have my real number? I must have given it to him when I was drunk. I delete the message with shaking hands. Marcus arrives 30 minutes later, all smiles and excitement. Ready for the rehearsal? My parents are already at the church. Yeah, just let me grab my shoes. In his car, he talks about Santorini, about his surgery schedule next month, about how perfect tomorrow will be. I nod mechanically, guilt eating at me. At the church, my phone buzzes again. You can pretend I don't exist, but we both know you felt something last night. Something real. I excuse myself to the bathroom, my hands trembling as I type. Last night was a mistake. I'm getting married. Please don't contact me again. 3 dots appear immediately. You don't get to decide when this ends, Sophia. I do. Terror floods through me. I block his number, but when I return to the rehearsal, I see it a black SUV with tinted windows parked across the street. I can't see inside, but I know he's there, watching. Sophia, Jessica touches my arm. You look pale. What's wrong? Nothing. Just nervous about tomorrow. But I'm not nervous about the wedding anymore. I'm terrified of the stranger who's decided I belong to him. I don't sleep. At 3 a.m., I stare at the ceiling, Dante's words echoing in my mind. You felt something real. He's right. I did feel something, not love, but recognition. Like seeing myself clearly for the first time. And what I saw was someone who'd spent 10 years letting other people make her choices. At dawn, I call Marcus before he leaves for the church. Sophia, is everything okay? Marcus, I can't do this. My voice breaks. I'm so sorry, but I can't marry you. Silence. Then, is there someone else? No, it's me. I need to figure out who I am. Sophia, please. Don't do this. We can work through whatever. I'm sorry, I whisper and hang up. My mother calls 10 minutes later, screaming, You've embarrassed this entire family. Marcus's parents will never forgive us. My father doesn't yell. He just says, I'm disappointed in you, Sophia, which somehow hurts worse. Emma tries to be supportive. Are you sure about this? No, but I'm sure I can't marry Marcus. Only Jessica understands. If you're not sure, you did the right thing. The next week is hell-canceled vendors, returned gifts, pitying looks from everyone. I take time off work and hide in my apartment. Then, on day 7, someone knocks. I open the door, and there's Dante, holding roses and wearing that dangerous smile. I heard you called off your wedding, he says. Thought you might need company. I should slam the door. Instead, I step aside and let him in. Why are you here? I ask. Because you're finally free. He sets the flowers down. Tell me about yourself. The real you, not the one you were pretending to be. So I do. I tell him about dreams I buried, about feeling trapped, about being everyone's good girl for so long I forgot who I was underneath. You want to know what I think? Dante says. I think you've been asleep your whole life, and I'm the one who woke you up. He tells me about his life poverty, crime, prison. You make me want to be better, he says. You're different from anyone I've known. It feels intoxicating, being someone's salvation. When he kisses me, it's nothing like Marcus's gentle affection. It's consuming, dangerous, alive. Stay with me tonight, he whispers. And God help me, I do. For 2 weeks, Dante is my addiction. We ride his motorcycle at midnight, explore abandoned buildings, make love in places we shouldn't. He listens when I talk about starting my own marketing firm, about traveling to places Marcus thought were too dangerous. So do it, Dante says. Stop letting other people's fear control you. But then things shift. We're at a bar when a guy accidentally bumps into me, spilling beer on my shirt. Hey, I'm so sorry, he starts. Dante grabs him by the throat and slams him against the wall. Apologize to her, now. Dante, stop. I pull at his arm. It was an accident. The guy stammers an apology. Dante releases him slowly, his eyes cold and empty. What the hell was that? I demand when we're outside. I was protecting you. That wasn't protection. That was insane. His jaw tightens. That's what a real man does, Sophia. He defends what's his. What's his? The words make my skin crawl, but I let it go. A few days later, I'm having coffee with Jessica when my phone explodes with texts, all from Dante. Where are you? Who are you with? Why aren't you answering? Jessica reads over my shoulder. Sophia, this is crazy. He's texting you every 30 seconds. He's just worried. He's controlling. She grabs my hand. Slow down with this guy. Something's off. You don't know him like I do. But when I get home, Dante is sitting outside my apartment. I was worried, he says. You weren't answering. I was with Jessica. You knew that. Did I? His voice is soft, dangerous. You never told me. I don't have to report my every move to you. Something flickers in his eyes, anger, quickly masked. You're right. I'm sorry. I can't lose you. That night at his apartment, I see a text on his phone. Is she ready yet? From someone named Victor. Who's Victor? I ask. Dante's whole body goes rigid. Nobody, business. What kind of business? Why are you interrogating me? He's suddenly furious. Don't you trust me? I just asked a question. And I answered it. He slams his hand on the table, making me flinch. Silence falls. Then his face crumbles. God, Sophia, I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. I didn't mean to yell. He pulls me close, and I let him, ignoring the voice in my head screaming that I've made a terrible mistake. Dante starts showing up at my office unannounced. At first, it's sweet bringing lunch, leaving flowers on my desk. Then it becomes suffocating. My coworker Brian stops by my desk. Hey, Sophia, you okay? You seem stressed. Before I can answer, Dante appears behind me, sliding his arm possessively around my shoulders. She's perfect. Aren't you, baby? He stares at Brian until he walks away. That was rude, I say. That was me making sure he knows you're taken. I try to create distance, but Dante shifts between intensely affectionate and ice cold, keeping me off balance. When I finally tell him I need space, his response chills me to the bone. If you leave me, Sophia, you'll regret it. Are you threatening me? He pulls out his phone and shows me videos, me at the club, dancing with him, telling him I was unhappy with Marcus, drunk and vulnerable. How do you think your family would react to these? He asks calmly. Or your boss? You're blackmailing me? I'm protecting us. You wanted excitement. Freedom, I gave you that. You don't get to just walk away. Horror washes over me. This was planned. You targeted me. He smiles. Victor chose you. Your father's company has city council connections. We need information on upcoming contracts. You're going to get it for us. I won't. Then we destroy your reputation, your family's business, everything. His voice is cold. You're in this now, Sophia. The only way out is through. I try to leave, but when I open the door, 2 men are standing outside. One is older, wearing an expensive suit, with eyes like a shark. Sophia, he says smoothly. I'm Victor Kozlov. We need to talk. They force me back inside. Victor explains calmly that I'll access my father's files and provide intelligence. If I refuse or contact police, they'll release the videos and fabricate evidence that I'm involved in illegal activities. You played right into our hands, Dante says, and there's no regret in his voice. The innocent girl looking for one night of rebellion. You made this too easy. I feel physically sick. Everything, the connection, the passion, the understanding was a lie. Welcome to your new life, Sophia, Victor says. I'm sure you'll be very useful. I have 2 choices, break or fight back. I choose to fight. For a week, I play the terrified victim. I act compliant, letting them think they've won, but secretly, I'm gathering evidence photos of Victor's men, recordings on a hidden app Jessica helped me install, detailed notes of their demands. I reach out to Marcus. We meet at a coffee shop, and seeing him breaks my heart. He looks exhausted, hurt. I'm in trouble, I tell him, bad trouble. I explain everything, Dante, the blackmail, the criminal organization. Marcus's face goes through shock, anger, betrayal. But then his doctor instincts kick in. We're going to the police right now. They have cops on their payroll. Victor mentioned it. I need solid evidence first. Then let me help. No, I grab his hand. You've lost enough because of me. I have to fix this myself. Instead, I contact Detective Raymond Hayes, a recently retired cop who's friends with my father. I show him everything I've collected. Victor's organization has been on our radar for years, Raymond says. But they're careful. If you wear a wire and get Victor admitting to extortion on tape, we might finally nail him. That's dangerous, I say. It is. These people kill witnesses, Sophia. Then I guess I better not mess up. Raymond gives me a recording device, nearly invisible. The plan is simple. Get Victor to explicitly state his demands while I'm wearing the wire. Jessica thinks I'm insane. Run away. Change your name. Start over somewhere. If I run, they'll go after my family. This ends with Victor in prison, or it doesn't end at all. I'm terrified. But I'm also done being a victim. Victor summons me to an upscale restaurant. I'm wearing the wire. My heart pounding so hard I'm sure he can hear it. Dante sits beside Victor, watching me with those dark eyes. I wonder if any of it was real for him, or if I was just another mark from the beginning. You're late on your delivery, Victor says, swirling wine. Where's the information? My father keeps important files at home. I need more time. Time? Victor's voice sharpens. You have 3 days. Then we start releasing videos. 1 to your mother, 1 to your employer, and 1 to Marcus's hospital, showing the world what a whore his precious fiancé really is. I force myself to stay calm. I'll get you what you need, but I need your word this ends afterward, that you'll delete everything and leave my family alone. Victor smiles like a predator. You have my word. Bring me the information on the Harrison Towers development project. Your father's company is bidding on it and we're done. See? I'm reasonable. Perfect. He just gave me exactly what Raymond needed, a specific extortion demand on tape. Thank you, I say quietly. I'll have it in 3 days. As I stand to leave, Dante grabs my wrist. Sophia, wait, can we talk outside? We step onto the sidewalk. For a moment, something like regret flickers in his eyes. I didn't know it would go this far, he says. Victor, you can't say no to him. I thought I could keep you out of the worst of it. But you didn't. My voice is steel. You still lied, still manipulated me, made me believe you cared. Some of it was real. He steps closer. What I felt for you that was real. You're different from the others. The others? My stomach turns. How many women have you done this to? His silence answers everything. I pull my wrist free. I hope it was worth it, because when this is over, I'm going to make sure you and Victor both pay. Fear flashes across his face. He's realizing I'm not the helpless girl he thought I was. Don't do anything stupid, Sophia, he warns. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Neither do you, I reply and walk away. My hands shake, but inside, I feel something I haven't felt in weeks. Powerful. The trap is set. Now I just have to survive. Detective Hayes and his former partner, Detective Lisa Mendoza, coordinate everything. The plan? I'll meet Victor at midnight in an empty parking garage, supposedly delivering the stolen documents. Officers will surround the location. When Victor accepts the fake files, they move in. Jessica hugs me before I leave, tears streaming. Text me in 2 hours or I'm calling the National Guard. Marcus wanted to come, to be nearby. I told him no, he's already too involved. As I drive, my phone rings. Dante. Don't go, Sophia, he says urgently. Victor suspects something. He thinks you're acting strange. He's planning something I don't know what. Why are you warning me? Because he pauses. Because you deserve better than this. Better than me. If you mean that, testify against Victor. Help put him away. Long silence. I'll think about it. Just be careful tonight. The parking garage is dark, empty except for Victor's Mercedes. 2 bodyguards flank him. I clutch the envelope of fake documents, approaching slowly. Detective Mendoza's voice crackles in my earpiece. We're in position. Get him talking. I have what you wanted, I say, holding up the envelope. Victor gestures. A guard takes it, flips through the convincing forgeries Raymond arranged. Victor nods, satisfied. Good girl. See? That wasn't so hard. So we're done? I ask. You'll delete the videos? Victor laughs a sound like breaking glass. Sophia, did you really think I'd let you go? You're too useful. Now that you've proven you can steal from your own father, imagine what else you could do for me. That wasn't the deal. I lied, he says simply. Just like Dante lied to you. You should be used to it by now. Then I hear the most beautiful sound in the world. Police! Hands in the air. Victor Kozlov, you're under arrest. Police vehicles flood the garage with lights and sirens. Victor's bodyguards reach for weapons, but officers tackle them immediately. Victor stays calm, even as Detective Mendoza cuffs him. You stupid girl, he says to me. I have people everywhere. You'll never be safe. Maybe not, I reply, my voice steady, but at least I'll be free. As they take him away, I see Dante at the edge of the garage. He's not being arrested. His warning to me tonight, plus his agreement to testify, earned him a deal. Our eyes meet across the chaos. There's so much I could say that I hate him, that I understand him, that he destroyed me and somehow also saved me. Instead, I turn away. Some chapters don't deserve closure. They just deserve to end. The next few months blur together. Victor's organization collapses. I testify at his trial, reliving the nightmare in front of a courtroom. He's sentenced to 15 years in federal prison for extortion, blackmail, and racketeering. Dante gets 5 years probation for his testimony. I never see him again. Marcus and I meet one final time at the same coffee shop where I confessed everything. "I'm seeing someone," he says. "A nurse at the hospital." "I'm happy for you, Marcus. Really." "I'm not angry anymore," he says quietly. "You taught me that love shouldn't feel like obligation. I hope you find whatever you're looking for, Sophia." I realize he's already found his peace. Now it's my turn. I moved to Seattle, taking a job with a marketing firm. Fresh start, fresh city, fresh life. Jessica visits every few months, and slowly, painfully slowly, I rebuild myself, this time on my own terms. On the 1-year anniversary of that terrible bachelorette party, I go to a quiet bar and order a drink. A man approaches, friendly smile. Celebrating something? For a moment, I freeze. Then I realize this is different. He's different. I'm different. "Yes," I say, smiling back. "Surviving." He looks confused, but I don't explain. I just finish my drink, leave cash on the bar, and walk out into the Seattle night. I'm alone, but I'm also free, truly, completely free. And that's worth everything I lost to get here. The end.